Welcome to Highway Herald, your roadmap to the latest in auto. Today, we're diving deep into the world of pickup trucks, where the electric revolution is taking a different turn. Automakers are beginning to realize that electric vehicles, EVs, may not be the end game, especially when it comes to pickups. People are just not as excited about them as expected. Ram, for instance, isn't ready to put all its chips on an all-electric Ram 1500. Instead, they've been burning the midnight oil to develop one of the most impressive hybrids on the market, the Ram 1500 Ramcharger. So buckle up, fellow gearheads, as we delve into the details of how the all-new Ram 1500 Ramcharger is setting the auto world ablaze. Chassis, cab, and bed configurations. At the heart of this beast lies the chassis. The 2025 model ushers in a new generation of the Ram 1500, complete with a revamped chassis. But don't expect a revolution here. It's more of a subtle upgrade to the existing chassis, designed to accommodate batteries and electric motors for the hybrid and electric variants. The driving experience should be pretty similar to the current model, but the Ramcharger is a different beast altogether. It's expected to feature independent suspension both at the front and the rear, ditching the solid axle. This is a double-edged sword. On one hand, it promises a smoother ride. On the other, it might lose some of the truck-like characteristics. However, the towing and payload numbers are still impressive. As for the cab and bed configurations, details are still sketchy. But word on the street is that there will only be one cab option, the crew cab. This full-size four-door cab is a favorite among pickup truck lovers. The bed types are still under wraps, but we can expect one or two options. Powertrain. The Ram 1500 Ramcharger is not your run-of-the-mill plug-in hybrid. It's a powerhouse on wheels. Imagine being able to power your house with your truck. Sounds insane, right? The Ramcharger boasts a purely electric powertrain, setting it apart from other plug-in hybrids. Here, the electric motor and the internal combustion engine don't work in tandem. Instead, the internal combustion engine acts as an electric generator, producing current and charging the battery. The engine of choice for this task is the reliable 3.6-liter Pentastar. Despite being naturally aspirated, it's more than capable of serving as a generator, delivering up to 130 kilowatts and peaking at 190 kilowatts. The real power, however, comes from the two electric motors, one at the front and one at the rear. Combined, they churn out a whopping 663 horsepower and 615 pound-feet of torque, making the Ramcharger the most potent model in the full-size segment. This power enables the Ramcharger to sprint from 0 to 60 in a mere 4.4 seconds. Quite a feat for a full-size pickup. The Ramcharger is truly a game-changer. It addresses two of the biggest concerns with electric pickup trucks: charging and battery drain under load. With the 3.6-liter engine constantly charging the battery, range anxiety is a thing of the past. The Ramcharger uses a 92 kilowatt-hour battery. While it may not be the largest battery out there, it's enough to provide 150 miles of range without the generator kicking in. Onboard power options. When we delve into the realm of power generation, it's impossible not to highlight the onboard power options that this model offers. This truck isn't just a vehicle, it's a portable power station that allows you to power a variety of external accessories. Imagine this. Nestled within the truck bed is a full-fledged power outlet, ready to connect to any device or appliance you need. This feature transforms the truck into an ideal companion for those who often find themselves in places where power outlets are scarce or non-existent. But the capabilities of this model don't stop there. It also offers the option to power your home. Picture this. The grid goes down, plunging your home into darkness. But with this truck, you can turn the lights back on. It can serve as your power source, generating electricity for up to 30 days. With this truck, concerns about grid collapses become a thing of the past. Whether you're living off-grid or have a secluded cabin in the woods, this truck ensures that you'll never have to worry about electricity. It's more than just a vehicle. It's a reliable power source, ready to light up your world whenever you need it. Towing and payload performance. A truck isn't a truck without impressive towing and payload performance. Take the Ford Lightning, for instance. At first glance, it seems like a proper truck, but once you load it up, the range depletes quickly, and you're left waiting hours for the battery to charge. Not exactly ideal for towing and payload duties. Enter the Ramcharger. With its 3.6-liter engine acting as a generator, you have a constant supply of power. As the battery depletes, the generator charges it, allowing the Ramcharger to tow up to 14,000 pounds. This puts it at the top of its class, alongside the F-150. Even with its multi-link rear suspension, the payload is impressive, accommodating up to 2,625 pounds of cargo. The Ramcharger is a truly usable truck that addresses the biggest problem facing electric trucks: fuel economy and EV autonomy. Fuel economy is a major factor when buying a new pickup truck. The Ramcharger is designed to be as efficient as possible. With a full battery and a full tank of gas, this truck can cover 690 miles. That's unmatched in the current market. On a full tank of gas alone, you can get up to 540 miles of range. Once the engine shuts down, you can drive an additional 150 miles in electric mode. With the Ramcharger, you'll never have to worry about running out of power. Exterior and interior design. The exterior design of the Ramcharger is a sight to behold. This new model will see significant revisions compared to the current Ram 1500. The changes are more evolutionary than revolutionary. Expect new headlight and grille designs, complete with an illuminated Ram logo, redesigned taillights, and a new Ram logo on the tailgate. The upgrades for 2025 are fairly conservative, and the truck won't change much compared to the current model. The interior follows a similar trend. The focus is on technology, with Ram aiming to offer more features than its competitors. You'll find an even larger portrait-oriented infotainment screen, measuring 14.5 inches, as well as a 10.25-inch horizontal screen for the front passenger. This will allow the passenger to use the infotainment system and stream shows. Overall, the new Ramcharger represents a solid evolution of the current model in terms of exterior and interior design. Trim levels. As we delve into the trim levels, it's still uncertain which ones will be included. So far, we've only encountered the new tungsten trim. It's highly probable that the tungsten will be the sole trim option for the Ramcharger. This tungsten trim is essentially the most luxurious trim that Ram has unveiled to date. This opulent trim boasts 22-inch aluminum wheels, premium leather, and 24-way power front seats with heating, ventilation, and memory, not to mention a top-tier Klipsch audio system. In the not-too-distant future, we might hear news about the Ramcharger being available with other trims. But for now, it seems that only the tungsten trim is set to receive this new powertrain. And this implies that this truck will carry a hefty price tag. Pricing and release date. Speaking of price, the Ramcharger is expected to fall within the $80,000 to $100,000 range. Yes, it's pricey, but in our view, it's worth every penny, because with this truck, range anxiety becomes a thing of the past. Plus, think about the amount of money you'll save on fuel in the long run. As for the release date, this truck is expected to hit the road sometime next year, given that it's a 2025 model. But come summer, we anticipate that the first models will be rolled out for car reviewers to test and see how this truck fares in the real world. And that wraps up our deep dive into the Ram 1500 Ramcharger. If you're as excited as we are about this game-changing truck, make sure to subscribe to Highway Herald. You'll be the first to know about the latest vehicle updates and upcoming videos. Stay tuned, fellow gearheads!